Morning everyone, hope everybody's okay. I'm coming on just to do this quick card, luminary, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to be using the vellum, okay, and this is our vellum. Now it just says cardstock vellum and you get 20 sheets, but it doesn't say how heavy it is or what, it just says cardstock. So we're using that. It's pretty substantial. Let me give you some measurements. So this measures 5.5 by 5.5, so it's 5.5 square. I've cut my card base and this is 5.5 square, so you do need a piece of 11 inches by 5.5. okay, score it down the middle. Okay, you are also going to need 2 strips of cardstock, and these measure 1/2 inch by 11 inches. You're going to score it at 2 3/4, 5.5 and 8 1/4. okay, so you do need that. The DSP I'm using is it Toil and Trouble or Bubbel, something like that, and this is cut at 2/8 shorter than 5.5 all the way round. Okay, it's no point me going into 8s. Okay, it's just 2/8 over 5 1/4 all the way round. Okay, so, and I fussy cut some bits out because I couldn't be bothered die cutting, so I just fussy cut them out. One of them days, I think today. That's why I'm doing this early. Let me get some stamp blocks. So I have got my Memento ink out. Can't find my bloomin' D blocks. They're probably up here somewhere. Yep. This is my most used block, my D block. I need to get some of this off my table. So we're using the Memento ink and we're using the Cauldren bubbel stamp set. Put that block back now, which is this one, and I've not even used this yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp on our vellum. Now you can either stamp and colour it in with your alcohol markers or heat emboss on it. I know I've done that in the past. I can heat emboss on this, or you can just stamp and leave it black, and I think that's what I'm going to do today, because like I say, I think I'm in one of them moods today. God help the husband, I hear you all say. So I'm just going to stamp a load of images over this background, because this is what our light is going to shine through. So I'm opening my ink. I've got the black cat. I don't like cats. I'd never harm one, I just don't like cats. They're very sly, I think. My daughter has 2 cats and I won't go near their house. Just don't like them. And considering they're part of the rabbit family, you would think I would love them. Now, when you're stamping on vellum, just down and up, because vellum is a non-porous. In other words, your ink won't actually seep into the vellum. What it will do is it will lay on top, and you can either let it air dry or you can heat dry it. Hopefully, I'm just going to let mine air dry. So it's just a quick down, press and up. Okay, and I like these stamps because it looks as though it's been hand drawn. So yeah, I like hand drawn. And it shows I haven't used this set because I haven't even prepared the stamps or anything. But I want to use them to say that yes, I did use them. Because hubby says to me, you won't use half of that stuff you get, you know. I say, I do, I use it all. Now your alcohol inks will dry fairly quick on the vellum. So just quick down and up. And I'm just leaving my stamps over here so that I know that I've used them and I need to clean them. Just peeling the backs off. That was clever. Mel just stuck her finger in the ink. Okay. So again, just leaving that off to the side. What else have we got here? We've got a frog. We can do the frog. We've got the ghost. So we can have the frog sitting on the brim of her hat, I think. Yep. We've got the ghost. We'll have a couple of them floating about. We'll have one up there. See the way it almost gives you that look as though it's been hand drawn, and that can be what the cat's looking at. Let me see, I want to stick a sentiment in the middle. So we've got bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. That would be our twins. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Okay. What else can we have? We can have some smoke coming off our cauldron. I'm not going to touch it because I'll smudge it. And I think that's all I'm going to do for the inside. Now, as I say, you can... Let me grab a couple of our alcohol markers just to show you. Let me see, we can have that one, that one, that one, and that one. Now these will dry quick on your vellum because they're alcohol. So if we do our frog green, just be careful going over the black. Because as I say, it won't be dry. My mother-in-law hates frogs. Absolutely hates them. Should make this card for her, shouldn't I? That's nasty, Mel. So, as I say, it's perfectly fine to use your alcohol markers on. Just because my stampin is still wet, I'm trying to not go as close into the black because I don't want to smudge it. Some red bits in my flames. I'm going to use some orange. So much for me not colouring mine in, huh? Our ghost can be spooky yellow. See how I went over the black and it's blurred because it's still not dry. So as I say, when you stampin', just quick down and up. You know, you don't have to hold it there. Like I would normally say hold it for the 5 seconds or what have you, but not on vellum. So there we go, that's all the colouring I'm doing. Put them back in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to let that just air dry while we construct the front of our card. And as I say, I just fussy cutted these out of the DSP because my little die cutting machine I need new plates for, and I wasn't going to start hoiking the big ones out, so not for little dies like that. There's no point. And they're fairly easy to fussy cut anyway. And when I fussy cut, And I know I'll have people moaning now saying, I don't like to leave a white outline. Okay, whereas some people would. I don't like to leave a white outline. So we're just going to lay this on, get our little 1/8 of an inch border. Okay, we're going to give these a little curve and what have you. Get our dimensionals out. Oops. I'm going to put that on last because I want to put my sentiment on. So we'll give our little girl a bit of dimension behind her as well. Okay, so we'll stab them in the back. Hubby's on nights tonight, so that'll be me awake all night. So I'll be all over Pinterest, all over YouTube. Catching up with friends' videos and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to let her legs dangle a bit. Oops. I'm going to put our cauldron there. Okay, now I want to punch out a doodad, and I'm going to use the Whisper White, but I am going to go around it with the Perfect Plum, is it? Right, I'm just going to close that up. Let me see. I have all my other ink pads on a caddy, where are you? Over there. And my newer ones over this side. Because they don't fit in the Stampin' Up caddy. So you stack these on shelves. So I'm going to use the Gorgeous Grape. Just to give this some colour before I stick it down. Where's my dobbies? Or I can use this. This will do. Sponge. Okay, so that's the Gorgeous Grape colour. It is a lovely colour. So now I want to stamp on that where's my stamp set? And I'm just going to stamp the Happy Halloween and some of the little stars, smoky, whatever you want to call it. That one, stars. So we'll get our Happy Halloween on, and we will also put our stars on. And I think I will actually stamp it in that gorgeous grape. I like that. I even like the font on there. So I'm just breaking the fibres down. Put my dimensionals on the back. I'm going to put that there. Okay, but I'm going to put this hat on top of it. And hopefully our vellum has dried. I'm going to put it on. Should have put them stars a bit further over. Doesn't matter. Put it on there. Then we're going to open up, and we are going to take our strip, okay, the opposite way to what we folded it, and we're going to put some red line tape on just in this middle part for the minute, okay. This is what we're going to stick our vellum onto. So yeah, just this middle part up to them score lines. Where's my other one? So you're going to do that on both strips. And this is just going to hold our vellum, okay? Give them a burnish so we can get the cover off it easy. And we're just going to take one off for now. Okay, so we're going to bring our vellum back in. And what we want is to stick this, line it up with the top of our strip. So you want it right to the top. And of course this is going to take Mel about 20 attempts. Give it a good score. score. Okay, and we'll take our bottom one. Now all you're doing is sticking the vellum on these strips at the minute. Oh my god, I actually got that in one go. So I'm just making sure that's stuck. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. So then you're going to bring your card back in. And all you're going to do is you're going to line up your score line, your centre score line, with the score line that's on there. Okay, then you're going to bring these up, get your wet glue again, and you're just going to put glue on these. Keep making sure that you're still on that score line. Now I'm just bringing mine up because I have a feeling I've gone. And I had. Okay, we're straight again. Okay, so glue on just the tabs, not the middle bit where we've put our vellum. Okay, and again just the tab. If you've got any overhang you can always trim it off, don't worry about that. Okay, so we've not glued this middle bit, we've only glued the end bits. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you are going to fold your card. Make sure it's straight. Reinforce them things that we've just put in and reinforce your score line, and that is what you end up with. Okay, obviously you can do more to your vellum piece, I didn't want to. Okay, now I'm just going to straighten that back out again. I also cut out 2 strips of the spider. You know, if you wanted to hide where you've got that purple strip, you could just glue that over the top. Okay, I'm going to leave mine as is at the minute, sorry. Fold it back up. Now the only electrical tea light I could find, believe it or believe it not, is one that I have from my wedding. That's blue. So I'm going to turn this light off. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. Stay on. And there, will go in there, but obviously yours will be standing up. I'm only doing it so you can see the effect, if you like. So I just thought that would be a little nifty card you could send to somebody. Obviously if you're sending them the tea light as well, or just put a little note in to say that it needs a tea light on the inside. But yeah, and I think if it was clear, if your light was clear, let me turn this big light off. You can tell I'm from over the water, can't you, the big light? You can see it a bit better. See how mine gives that blue glow? They are actually underwater tea lights, and that is actually from my wedding. Yeah, over the water we say the big light. So there you go. That is how you make your vellum luminary card. So I hope you give that a go. Even with your Christmas cards, that would be absolutely gorgeous if you heat embossed it, you know, in your Christmas cards. So we've got Happy Halloween, Bubble Bubble, Toil and Trouble, and then our vellum. So I hope you give that a go. Hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Take care, and take care of each other, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye. Look, you can see that light now. Bye.